G'day guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's going to be nice and short. We're going to talk about trigger spring upgrades for the Howa Ultralight. Now when you get your Howa Ultralight, you will notice that it has the HACT trigger in it and you can't fit a standard aftermarket trigger to this system. So I've got a Timney trigger for a Howa 1500, but it doesn't fit on this rifle because the trigger mechanism itself is actually smaller between a standard 1500 and this ultralight, being that it is on a smaller receiver. Now I do believe that there is aftermarket triggers for the mini action that will fit this, however the standard triggers do not work. But there is a much cheaper workaround, and that is to get a trigger spring kit. Now the trigger spring kit I put in this is from High Velocity Hunting Australia. I buy a lot of gun parts from them. I do a lot of ticker parts, Howa parts, etc. It's all just aftermarket stuff, and it's actually really good quality. Now this spring kit is $15 of my hard-earned cash, and it's upgraded the trigger on this phenomenally to the point where I don't think I would ever need to buy another trigger for this gun. Now, I'm not a trigger snob. I don't go around going, oh, fucking, I need a Bixen Andy and fucking all this shit. I think I'm just too used to using pretty shithouse triggers in my life, so therefore shit triggers to me feel pretty good. But this trigger is very nice. Now with this trigger spring upgrade, it's on par with, I would say, a factory ticker trigger, which are phenomenal triggers for factory. Now what this has done is it's taken the trigger pull weight from 4 pounds down to 1.5. That's what the box says. It's actually more like 1.8, 1.9, somewhere around there, which is still fucking good because if you've got a trigger below 2 pound on a hunting rifle, that's very light. Generally a hunting gun's between 2 and 3 pound. Super easy to install. You pop 2 pins out, you pull the trigger mechanism apart, you change the 2 springs out, you put it back together, and that's literally it. This particular kit comes with 2 springs, and that's because this is a 2-stage trigger. It makes the first stage ridiculously light up until the wall and then break. I would prefer probably just actually keep that one the factory level because it wasn't that bad in the first place, but the actual breaking of the trigger, that spring change, did a hell of a lot. So this is Australian developed and manufactured. It's backed by 100% lifetime guarantee. You know, it's $15 fucking dollars. Just go and buy one and put it in your gun. So it works for anything that's Howa and 1500, whether it be Vanguard models that use the HACT trigger. Look, it's just a good bit of kit and it really does upgrade your gun. So, not that this is really going to show you much, but first weight, you can see how light that is. I'd probably prefer to keep the standard spring in there, but you know, it is what it is. And on the wall, and then super light. Yeah, look, it's pretty good. Now, while we're on the subject of the Howa 1500 Ultralight, I don't know if I'm going to keep this gun or not. It's been playing on my mind for quite a while. I really like this gun because I really like how light it is. It's 2.5 kilos as it is, with a scope and everything on it, the magazine and all. The problem is, I think it's just a mental thing with me, it's the cartridge. So this is in 6.5 Creedmoor. Every single time I go and shoot a deer or whatever, and I reach into my gun safe, I look at this gun and go, fuck, that'd be really nice to take because it's so light. And then I go, it's 6.5 Creedmoor. I probably want something with a bit more punch. Look, 6.5 Creedmoor is adequate for, you know, fallow and stuff like that. But I don't know. If I'm choosing between a 6.5 Creedmoor and a 7 Rem mag, I'm picking the 7 Rem mag every single time because it shoots flatter, it hits harder, it's a heavier projectile. It's better ballistics, the gun is more ergonomic, the gun has a better scope on it. You know, I've just never once gone, you know what, I'm gonna grab this gun and go. If this was the 308 model, potentially I would probably want to keep it, but I also fucking hate 308 because once again, if it was to pick between 308 or 7 Rem mag or 300 Win mag, I'm probably going to pick one of the other two. And the other reason I'm thinking of getting rid of it is, obviously it's 6.5. I've got a lot of 6.5 projectiles that I bought for this gun that I've never even loaded because I've only put probably 3 boxes of ammo through this thing. But I can also just spin up a 6.5 PRC barrel and put it on my ticker switch lug gun. If I then had a 6.5 PRC, would I ever pick a 6.5 Creedmoor when I can pick the PRC? So yeah, that's a decision I need to make. It's it's pretty much brand new. I've got 2 bottom medals for it. I've got 2 magazines for it. And I even went as far as to, you know, go and get tally rings for it, which are super good quality rings. I still have the pick rail somewhere. So yeah, look, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this gun, but at the moment, it's just one of those ones where I'm not really reaching for it. I'm kind of just going, yeah, I'll pick something else instead of that. So I think I need to make a decision on what to do with this gun. Anyway, I hope you got something out of that. I'll see you next video, and hooroo.